Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All day. All day. Hey, check right. Check right.
On first down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Good work out to the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here goes Hunt. 52. Squeeze, double.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They come up now, 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Darnold. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
My 54. I'm coming.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They run with Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. We're going to 54. 25. We're going to 54. 26.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
He's crossing.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Jordan Jenkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold down to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Come to my work, man, 80. Come to my work. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 5-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On third down, it's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard.
And it's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Watch twist. Watch twist.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard at the 40.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold He's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Damiere Byrd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
We're going to sign. Check 55, come on. Lady.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
47. 26.
Prescott now. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go, team. Here I come.
Prescott from the gun on third. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A first down throw for Prescott. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Good work. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
55. Right there.
A first down throw, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw is Darnold. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Darnold now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Go sack. 55. Red 80.
On first down, Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Well, it's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4th, Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is taken at the 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott off play action. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yes, sir. 52. Coming to you, coming to you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Hunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll be caught by Rice. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Prescott from the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Prescott now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alpha.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
We go sign. Right there in the middle. 55. All day. All day, every day. Any day.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We go sign. Come to the mic, boy. 52. Who that? Who that?
Darnold from the gun. Going deep now for Herndon. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's complete. Stills. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. Go right in. Check right 54. Right 54. Go, tackle. Let's go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Check 99.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Kill, turn up. Back to the Mike.
Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. A screen to Bell. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Grant. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Hunt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On the delay, here's Hunt. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do.